Hi, welcome to the second video of the onboarding process. And in this video, we are going to talk about classes and events. So what you're going to want to do is click on the classes here, click on all classes and events, and then click on the plus here. So we're going to create a class, an activity, a camp, whatever we are selling. So let's say gymnastics class, and we can add to the title, let's say the age group that the class is for. So this is the name that you gonna want to give the class that you want the parents to or the participants to see. Next, you'll put a price, and then you want to put a maximum attendance here. Add your taxes from the configuration; they'll be showing up here, and even your ledger codes for that class. You can then add an age constraint if you want. So if you click here, if there is an age constraint, you can add it here. And if you want, you can dive deep into the advanced options to look at it. But for now, we're going to stay away from it. We're going to wait until your onboarding call. But if you want to see what we have here, just click there. Next, we have the schedule. So let's say it's a one-time event. All I would have to do is click on the date of the event, give it a time and a duration, and the schedule will be done. But in most cases, we have an event that has a recurrence, right? So let's say we have a Thursday class here, but we need to add a recurrence and it's an 8-week session. I'm just going to click on the 8, add it on Thursdays, and click add, and you will see that the schedule is now created. You can then click on modify and shift dates just to see how things are moving around and how you can easily make the changes once you have multiple dates. Next, you'll want to create a location. So all you got to do is go create, add in the name of the location, and if you can add the address here. So you're going to want to look at those two things. The rest we can look at more in depth during the onboarding again, but just create that first location. And next thing I would say is if there's a registration period, you can go and add a registration period here. So that's all we're going to do right now for our class. So we're going to click on create, and then we got our first class done. Now, what I would want you to do as well is now go in and duplicate that class. So I can go click duplicate here. And then let's say I have a gymnastics class for 4 to 6-year-olds, right? So I would just duplicate it, create a second class. And then in this example, I can go, make the changes here. A lot of times the information here won't necessarily need to be changed, but the schedule might be, right? So maybe that class is right after the other one. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on modify all times, say this is at 11, oops, and then click on the apply button and click on save. And there you have it. I just created my second class. And don't worry, if you make any mistakes, we have all the mass editing possible here, and your onboarding specialist is really going to be able to go in more depth on what the classes need or require. But at least it gives you a good idea of how to create and duplicate a class in the platform.